Welcome you guys to Chris Wrestling Views, back again with another video, you guys. So Naomi, I wanted to talk about this first more than anything else, because it's very important. Naomi indeed announced on Stephanie's What's Your Story podcast, and this wasn't the first time they did one. This is actually their second one that actually came out right after Raw. And everyone, she told everyone to look at the Titron, and that's when Jimmy announced that, that we were having a baby. And I was so freaking glad, you guys, and everything. But Naomi, she definitely told Adam Pearce, she was like, I ain't handing you shit. And that was freaking wild, you guys, because she was like crying and emotional and everything. But she snapped back into that character, and I love that freaking character, you guys, and I know you guys do too. So Naomi, of course, said she was gonna leave her title there, and she said, if whichever one of you heifers that's gonna have that title, about time I make it back. She said, even if I had to come back breastfeeding the baby. And freaking, you guys, she was definitely she was telling whoever has that title to proceed with caution. And I'm definitely going to check this out, you guys, today, when I get a chance to, watching this podcast here with Naomi, Stephanie, and all. But it was actually great to see you guys. So we're gonna see how the WWE is gonna go with that. Bailey, of course, she it seems like a couple of different characters are like trying to tap into her mind and trying to get her onto that dark side and everything, you guys, and trying to make her go into it kind of feels like to me where it's like how Jeff Hardy had like the Willow character and everything like that. It seems somewhat like that to me. But of course, we're gonna see how this is gonna play along. We're gonna see if she's gonna have like a face paint or something like that, something weird, something gnarly, something crazy. But I guarantee you guys, this is gonna definitely be something you definitely want to sink your teeth into, because I feel this is definitely something big. But of course, you guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions on, Bailey and this character she's trying to tap into. Next week, you guys, on Monday Night Raw, which is going to be Monday Evening Raw for me and probably Monday Day Raw for you guys, because it comes on 3 p.m. Eastern time, which is my time zone. And of course, they did do a recap at the beginning of Monday Night Raw where where Adam Pearce made it official: Jey Uso versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus LA Knight as well for the championship. So the show did, of course, kick off with the Vision, which they actually said it, which Alicia Taylor actually announced that, it was called the Vision. So with that being said, you guys, that's where we had Paul Heyman. He was coming out and, pretty much hyping up everyone, Philadelphia being the, back like long time ago, being like being the extreme, being ECW back then. Like I said, he hyped up everybody. Of course, Jey Uso would come out, and I was surprised how the WWE actually allowed Jay to hand the kids the microphone and was saying yeet and everything. I was like, okay, WWE, pretty brave there. Because kids would have said anything, you guys. They would have said something, they would have to bleep it out. But it was actually cool that all the kids that Jey Uso was surrounded by got a chance to say yeet on the microphone. Of course, this is kind of interesting to me, because this can play into a story where this was like pretty much where Seth Rollins was hyping up Braun Breaker, saying that Braun Breaker's family were like fat asses, and just pretty much just trying to get into his head and trying to hype him up and gaslight, I would say. But anyways, you guys, Paul Heyman would lean toward Jay of, accepting a Extreme Rules match. And that match was actually pretty cool. He named New Jack, and he said something about Tommy Dreamer, saying like, was he like, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to skip that part. But anyways, of course, Braun Breaker did have a weird landing, you guys, where he ended up landing on the little shopping cart thing, and he went like back first. I was like, oh God. But of course, the match was actually pretty cool, pretty incredible. Jey Uso, Braun Breaker did have a great match. CM Punk, LA Knight came out first. CM Punk came out next. And of course, Seth Rollins came out there. Bronson Reed came out there, you guys. LA Knight ended up getting pushed, like bounced out the, CM Punk ended up like hit him or what, hit him through the table and all that crap. But of course, you guys, we did get Bronson Reed come out there. And then after then, you just heard the crowd was like Roman Reigns, and things like that. And of course, Roman did come out, and he actually came the other way and speared Braun Breaker, because Braun Breaker was trying to do that run around the ring thing and spear, and spear Jey Uso. But of course, that didn't happen. Like I said, Roman Reigns did made his presence felt and everything, and I was actually glad about that. So kudos to Roman Reigns for us to come out there to help Jey. And I think this is like the first time Braun Breaker has lost a match on the main roster. I could be wrong, but that's just my thoughts on top of my head right now. Of course, we did end up getting where Io Sky faced Raquel Rodriguez and actually got the pinfall over Raquel. And I was like, ooh, okay. And of course, Roxanne, of course, did sneak up in there and attack Io. And then that's when the numbers game, got the best of it. And of course, Rhea came out there. Io Sky was happy, that Rhea came out there. But at the same time, you did hear where Asuka was like, okay, Rhea can help you, but why can't I help you? And I was like, oh shoot, are we gonna get the Kabuki Warriors versus Rhea and Io? This is something very interesting. Like, you don't see the angry into Kairi Sane, but Kairi Sane, like, you guys, she was like definitely like confused by everything. And we ended up getting where this is going to be something interesting. I'm trying to think of how WWE is going to actually play this out. So, of course, you guys, we got the pizza titles. But I'm sorry, you guys. I call them the pizza titles. But anyways, Judgment Day ended up facing Dragon Lee. And Dragon Lee was looking incredible through this match, you guys. I tell you, the kicks and all the maneuvers he was doing, I was like, God dang. And, of course, Vikingo would come out there. Vikingo would come out there to try to, fight off Dominic and everything. But, of course, Vikingo would get in the ring and everything like that, you guys, and have his mega championship with him. Dominic Mysterio hit the shit, you guys, out of Vikingo with that championship. They love Vikingo in the U.S., but when it comes to Mexico, you guys, and if you definitely seen his entrance come into the ring or coming out through the entrance, they booed him. Guys, y'all really got to go to Lucha Libre AAA here on YouTube, you guys, and check that out. For his entrance, because they booed him. When I say they booed him, you guys. So the match was made official that Vikingo did accept the challenge from Dominic Mysterio for the Mega Championship, which will be on September the 12th, you guys, right after SmackDown. So it's going to be interesting. We did get 59 million views, you guys, between Microman and Omos. That was freaking incredible. I am glad that WWE actually brought these two together. It was like Hornswoggle and a Great Khali all over again. But Microman is a little bit shorter, though. But yes, you guys, Penta would have his one-on-one match where he actually defeated at Xavier Woods. First, he defeated Grayson Waller last week on Raw. Then he defeated Xavier Woods tonight. And so, yeah, we're going to get Kofi versus Penta next week. Of course, Adam Pearce, looks like they made it official that they're going to do a Donnybrook match at Clash in Paris between Rusev and Sheamus. Of course, this match right here was pretty much like a throwaway where Natalya ended up tapping out to the disarmor on Becky Lynch. But, of course, you guys, we ended up getting where Nikki Bella actually came out and laid out Becky Lynch, you guys. So she definitely want that title. So I know that match is going to be made official probably next Monday on Raw at 3 p.m. my time. But I'm still kind of wondering why they don't use this Natalya right here on the main like on the main show. So I'm wondering, you guys, why they are using her like this, but they're just using the regular old WWE Natalia there. But anyways, you guys, like, comment, and subscribe to Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com. That's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully some more wrestling news come out later on. Till next time, you guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.